Hey again. See, I told you I'd be back, didn't I? So yeah, it's not really a lot happened this week. So yeah, other than I suppose I've booked tickets and a hotel for Winter's Gathering, so we're going to that again this year. So there's that. Yeah, not really a lot's happened this week apart from working. So, and obviously listening to music and whatever. Yeah, pretty boring really. I keep saying I love editing out the word I said not Someone bought me Clarkson's beers, so currently drinking these. What am I on I'm on the session lager. It's alright. We're back again with 3 albums. So shall we just crack on? So I think we'll just crack on, yeah. Now this one's going to be difficult. Not because, well, mainly because I can't pronounce English, let alone Finnish. And all their song titles are in Finnish. So I'm going to try and describe this as best as I can, but I can guarantee you I'm going to fuck up. So apologies in advance for all the fuck ups I make. It's, again, I speak English and I can't speak that very well. This is Very Verta Eldelen by Quallen on Time to Kill Records. This is a Finnish punk infused black metal project. The best way I can describe this is like a wall of noise. So like black metal with an attitude, with a punk element to it. So there's various elements of punk as well as black metal. It's almost like a black and roll sort of thing, but punk. So it's not like black and roll at all, but it's that similar sort of vibe. So it's not purely obviously like a black metal record. It's got a subgenre attached to it. It works really, really well. So it's pretty, sick to be fair, and it's right up my street. So attaching anything like that and infusing 2 genres together can be quite a difficult thing to do. But those 2 genres, punk and black metal, not often paired together, but when paired together, I think they're done really, really well, really, really effectively. You begin listening to this record and it's almost like it's pissed off at you for listening to this record, which is great. It's got so much attitude and so much like aggression behind it. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and pronounce this song. This is Matala Huata Huta. It's a great barrage of aggression and it's just relentless from the start. Starting off with a frantic blast beat, leaning into what's a fantastic groovy punk tempo, works flawlessly on this. Very enjoyable listen. Those vocals as well just work so good. It's like the vocals are like screaming at you for listening to this record. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. But yeah, it's almost like it's like it's annoyed at you for listening to it. But it's great. I think it works so well. Another standout song I think works really well on this record is the song Kalit, starting with a semi-clean guitar, unleashing this slower sort of tempo, like an evil soundtrack sounding, like whole atmosphere to it. playing from the start, you get this like slow intruding riff, and it picks up into this mid-tempo headbanger. Absolutely fucking great. I love it. Everything that this album throws at me, I just really, really enjoy, because it's just everything I enjoy in black metal, or, you know, even certain elements of punk I enjoy as well, but this throws it and blends the two together really nicely. It's got attitude, it's got aggression, it's got groove. I cannot get over how well these vocals work with it as well, because I think some vocals in certain type of vocals wouldn't work with this, but given the two genres together, I think it works fantastically. So yeah, it works flawlessly. I know those vocals aren't necessarily for everybody. I love them. I think it's got its place, and one of those places is here. So yeah, I think it's fucking brilliant. It's growing to become one of my favourite albums of the year so far. So my favourite song off this record though is Usi Naka. Within this song you get a very punk drum beat to it, with blackened chords tagging along for the ride as well. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. There are a few bands that blend genres together, like I said. Like bands like, you know, Clavel Attack are like a black and roll sort of band. I feel this band lean onto those elements heavily. As in, when the punk elements are there, it's heavily into that punk. If it's black metal elements are there, it's heavily into the black metal. You still get your blast beats, you still get your tremolos, you can still get all those things that you want, but you get that groove as well, and that punk uplift to it. Fucking lovely. Overall, I think this is a great album. One of my favourites this year so far, to be honest with you. It has everything I love in those genres in this album. Captivating riffs, tempos. If you like Clavel Attack but want that more into a black metal sound, check this one out. The riffs are sick. You won't be disappointed. Cool, we're flying through these today, aren't we? Flying through this beer as well. What are we on now? The Hawkstone IPA. See if I can open this bitch. Hang on. Let's give it a sniff. Just an IPA. Into the second record. This is obviously completely different to the first record. I've tried to do different genres. I've not necessarily succeeded this week, but this one is different. So this is the self-titled debut album from Axe Dagger. This is an American heavy metal band with their debut album, as I just said. The first thing that stood out to me was the vocals. They sound fucking excellent. Almost like if Dirk Schneider and Bobby Blitz had a vocal offspring, and totally down for that. But you get elements of like all these different vocals into one, all these different vocalists into one, and it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. I would say this is like a easy going sort of heavy metal record. Nothing breaking the mold of what heavy metal is. Obviously, it's everyone knows what heavy metal sounds like. Everyone knows, you know, what it's the structure of it and everything else is meant to be. But I think this is not breaking the mold, but I think it's a strong, durable mold they're following. And I think this is a strong performance with their riffs and their melodies and their solos as well. Like in the song Give You the Rope, just a fun song to listen to, and lovely harmonised guitar solo later on in that song too.
You
And then you go into like another song, which is the song Iron Rider, which is like a proper throwback 80s sort of song. You can't go wrong with that. If you like that 80s sort of heavy metal sound, it's just, you know, you never get tired of it. It's almost like a Motley Crue sort of song as well. So it sounds like Motley Crue. But I'm not complaining with that. Some Motley Crue's pretty good. Some Motley Crue is good. But yeah, it's pretty sick. I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun listening to, and it's just heavy and fun, and the vocals are great, the solos are great. What's not to love? Again, it's nothing massively different from what we've already got, but what's the problem with that? It's enjoy it for what it is. And I did. It's pretty decent. So, okay, with the next song, I feel slightly dirty saying this song. It feels weird. Was Eat Me From The Inside. Why do I feel more awkward saying that than a Cannibal Corpse song or anything from that, or a Repute song or something like that? I feel more uncomfortable saying Eat Me From The Inside than any other sort of song.
Like an alligator. They wanna eat me from the inside. Peel my skin.
They have a sick riff at the beginning of the song, and it's lovely. I had to mention it, as much as that song makes me... But it's great. I loved it. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty strong record. I think there's a lot going on. There's, you know, it's a metal record. It's just a fun, easygoing metal record to listen to, I think. There's nothing, like I said, it's nothing breaking the mold or nothing, you know, groundbreaking or anything like that, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. If you go in with the attitude that it is what it is, you know what you're going to get, you'll have a good time. I think you'll enjoy it. So yeah, that's a pretty decent record. It gets a thumbs upwards from Moy. Wow, I'm flying through this video. I wanted to make these a little bit quicker. I don't know if you guys wanted them more in detail or anything like that, so let me know. Would you prefer it like this, where I add little comments here and there and then streamline it a little bit more, or would you like me to go into more detail? I don't want to be talking so much that you go, oh fucking hell, he's dragging on again, that stupid bearded prick. So just let me know. If you want me to slim it down and prefer this sort of style, let me know and I'll do that. That being said, not that. This is the third album of the week that I would like to talk about. This is another black metal record. I'm sorry. It's really good, so I had to talk about it. I'm sorry. This is Act 2 of Iron and Blood by Lomsk on Vendetta Records. Yes, I know, I'm sorry, another black metal record, but it's a different type of black metal record, okay? This is more atmospheric. I would say this is more of an atmospheric black metal record. This being the Swedes' debut album. And I must say, for their debut, it's pretty fucking sick. I want to start talking about that awesome art cover, because that is a sick album cover, and I think it's up there along with Cryptic Shift's album cover as my favourite album cover of the year thus far. Absolutely awesome. Awesome stuff. There's so many great moments on this record. Exactly what I like, and it reminds me of De Vegana Freiheit or A Winter for Left or something like that. It's that big grandiose sort of guitar riffs and everything else, and it sounds so vast and huge and massive. It's great. It sounds just open is the best way I can describe it. Like in the song of Iron and Blood, the title song, starting with a distant black metal notes and then build up drums into it, then breaks into a magnificent mid-tempo riff that sounds so sick, dude. I want to mention those vocals too, because as harsh as they sound, through the articulation, I think, of that vocalist, you can actually hear what he's saying. As harsh as they are, you can work out what he's saying as well, which is really, really cool. I think he worked quite hard on that style, and it's quite difficult to do, be that harsher vocals with that enunciation and actually hear what he's saying. So I think that's a fucking awesome job. In the next song, Requiem of Fire, I think they start with like a military drum rolls at the beginning and goes into another black metal banger. These songs have all something in common, which sounds, like I said, open, massive, grand, huge, spacious. So good with those black metal riffs and chords that sound so spacious and so open. It's fucking great. I love that style. Also with the song being how powerful way this chorus kicks into the song Requiem of Fire as well. It kicks in with such a fucking force and power. I think if you're a fan of De Vegana Freiheit, Winter for Left, Sail, all those sort of like atmospheric sort of bands, or atmospheric black metal bands, sorry, I think this would be a great listen. I think it's for a debut album, it's a strong effort. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed this record. I think it was pretty fucking sick. Atmospheric black metals, I mean, I always love atmospheric black metal anyway. Even Ellie likes atmospheric black metal and she doesn't like black metal, but atmospheric black metal she loves. That regardless, I mean, if we got all of that I've just talked about, I think we got a fucking sick record. I'm waffling now, aren't I? I said I was going to keep it to the point and then I start fucking waffling. But yeah, that was it. Pretty streamlined and pretty get to the point, say the points I want to say. I thought they were a really good, strong albums this week. So let me know what other bands you listen to this week. So if there's any other I miss, I'm sure I have. There's always ones that I miss. There's not enough time. So let me know. Let me know what I should check out. Let me know forthcoming next week what I should check out. You know, forecast next week's video and say, this one's coming out next week. Have a listen when it comes out. I'll do that. And then I'll put it on here. So let me know. Have a chat with me and we'll go from there. I don't know what this. My thumb's getting shorter. It's like an Orange Cassidy thumb. So that was it. Nice and quick and easy this week. Let me know if you prefer this style or not. And we'll go forward from there. If you don't, I'll do the longer videos where I elaborate a little bit more and a bit more detail. Thank you as always for watching. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I'll see you same time next week. Sunday, maybe earlier. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thanks very much. Cheers for watching as always. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.